Dear students, in this lecture I will tell you about the nomenclature of alkanes. Before going to start the naming of alkanes, there is formation of alkyl groups and water alkyl groups. If we remove hydrogen from alkane, like if we write CH4 in form of CH3 and one hydrogen, CH4, again it is CH4. Okay, if we remove this hydrogen, then it will be converted into CH3 with one vacant space around the carbon. It is called as alkyl group. No, it is alkyl. Generally it is alkyl, and specifically its name is methyl. uh, it is methyl because it is made up of methane. Now, if we write the alkyl group of ethane, ethane means CH3 and CH3. If we write it like CH3, CH2 and hydrogen, and if this hydrogen is removed, it will be converted into CH3, CH2 and one free valency or bond of carbon, and this is ethyl because it is made from ethane. Now I hope the formation of alkyl group is clear. Now I'm going to start nomenclature of alkanes. The first rule for the naming of alkane is locate the longest continuous chain of carbon atoms. Remember, you have to locate the longest chain of just carbon atoms. Okay. Okay, if we take the example of hydrocarbon, simple hydrocarbon, that is CH3, CH2, CH2, CH and CH3, CH3. Okay. I have written this simple hydrocarbon. Now you have to select, first rule is you have to select longest continuous chain. And which one is longest? If I move from here, 1 2 3 4 5, the number of carbon are 5, and if I move in this way, 1 2 3 4 5, these are same, so we can select this chain or either this chain. I have selected this straight chain. Okay. Okay, first rule is select the longest continuous chain. Then second is number the longest chain, beginning from one end, starting from one end and ending at the another end. And we have to number the carbon which is nearer the substituent. Substituent means branch. This CH3 is not a part of parental compound, it is a branch on hydrocarbon, because we have selected longest chain, and longest chain is parental chain, and this is as a branch, and this methyl is present as a branch on this parental chain. Now if we start numbering from here, 1 2 3 4, then this branch will get fourth number, and if I start here 1 2 3 4 1 2, so this will gain third number, second number. So we will start from here, 1 carbon, carbon 2, carbon 3, carbon 4 and carbon number 5. Now this is our second rule. Start numbering from that end of the hydrocarbon, where the substituent or branch gets a least number. Okay. Now next is write the name of this hydrocarbon. We have to write the number of carbon on which the branch or substituent is present, and it is methyl is present on second carbon, so we will write 2 and we put hyphen between number and word, because next I'm going to write the name of substituent. that is methyl. No, it is not methane. Methane is CH4 and we have removed one hydrogen from it. No, it is methyl, okay. 2-methyl, and then at the end the name of the parental compound, and the name of parental compound. The parental chain contains 5 carbon and fifth carbon atom or fifth carbon compound of alkane is known as pentane. We will write 2-methyl pentane, T-A-N-E. A-N-E at the end of the chain indicate that it is an alkane. Alkanes are those compounds which contain single bond, and you can see this compound is an alkane, okay. 2-methyl pentane. Pentane means it contains 5 carbon atom. Now this is the very simple example. If I write another example like CH3, CH2, CH, CH2 and CH3, CH2, CH2 and CH3. Now remember, first rule was to select the longest continuous chain, and longest continuous chain will be 1 2 3 4 5 6. It contains 6 carbon, and if we move this way 1 2 3 4 5 6, again 6 carbon, and if we move this way 1 2 3 4 5, it means we can select this straight chain as the longest continuous chain, or we can move like here. No difference between these two structures, okay. We will select it as a longest continuous or parental chain. Now we have to number the carbon atoms from that end of the hydrocarbon chain, from where this branch gets least number. If we start numbering here 1 2 3, this is branch, okay, this is branch. 1 2 3, it will gain third number. 1 2 3 4. If we move from here, it will gain fourth number. It means we will start numbering from here 1 2 3 4 5 6. It means a third carbon branch is present, okay. And now we will write the name of this compound. First, as this compound, write the number of the branch, that is 3, then hyphen, then now the name of the branch. The branch contains 2 carbon, and now it is ethyl. Ethane, ethyl. Now it is ethyl. We will write its name as ethyl, and then name of parental compound, and parental compound contains 6 carbon, mean it is in a hexane. Hexane. Again A-N-E at the end of the name indicates that it is an alkane. Now we have another example. Next rule is, if we have 2 or more substituent, at this example 2 substituents are present, and then we will start numbering from that end of the hydrocarbon from where any of the substituent will get least number, okay. If we move from here 1 2 3, then this substituent will get third number, and if we move from here 1 2, this substituent will get second number. It means we should move from here, okay. 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, okay. Next one is we have to write the name of this compound, and as we have done in the previous example, write the number of the branch or substituent, then name of the branch. But in this case 2 branches are present, and which name will come first, it will depend on the alphabetical order of the name of the compound, the name of the branch. This branch is methyl. We write methyl, and this is ethyl. Now in alphabetical order, E comes before M, so we will prefer ethyl. It means that we will write this name first, then 4 hyphen ethyl, again hyphen, we will connect it with hyphen. Then second branch is present on second carbon, 2 and this is methyl. At the end, the name of the branch, and branch contains 6 carbon. It means it is hexane. The name of the compound will be 4-ethyl 2-methyl hexane. Next rule is when two substituents are present on the same carbon atom, then use that number twice. As in this example, let's write it: methyl CH3, then CH2, then C, and CH2, and CH3. Now, at this carbon, two substituents are present, like one is CH3, first substituent, and second substituent is methyl, that is CH2 and CH3. Now, two branches of substituents are present on the same carbon. In this case, they were present on different carbon. Okay. Now, what will we do if these two are present on the same carbon atom? Then we can start numbering from that carbon from where these substituents will get least number. If we start here 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Here there is no difference. We will move from here 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now when we are going to write the name of this compound, remember two substituents are present on the same carbon atom, so we will repeat this number. Okay, we will write 3, obviously ethyl, because E comes before M of methyl. Again, we have to repeat the number. First we have repeated first we have write this 3 for this ethyl, then we will repeat it for this methyl, that is also present on the same carbon, and that is third carbon, 3 methyl. And at the end, name of the parental compound, and it contains 5 carbons, so it will be pentane, TANE. Again, ANE indicates that it is an alkane. Okay, now next is, now in this case, when two or more substituents are same, in this case 3 substituents are present and they are all same, then first again we will write the number of the parental compound: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3 substituents are present on second carbon, third carbon, and fourth carbon. If the substituent is same, we will use prefixes as di, tri, tetra, and so on. Okay, and in this compound, if we write the name of it, then we write 2, and commas are used to separate numbers. Okay, 2, then 3, comma 4, and then we will write hyphen, and 3 substituents are present, so we will use the prefix tri. We will write tri, and the substituent is methyl. We will write is trimethyl, and the name of the parental compound is pentane. So it will be 2, 3, 4 tri, because these are 3, methyl pentane. Okay, next one is, now next is, consider this compound. If 2 chains of equal chain length are present, then we will select that chain which contains greater number of substituents. Like if we consider this straight chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 carbon are present, and in this case 4 substituents are present. Now, if second possibility is, we will move in this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. When we are moving this way, then this will be completely a single substituent. Okay, as it is present on this carbon. this will be a single substituent, first substituent, second and third. If we move this way, then 3 substituents are present, and if we move straight, then 4 substituents are present. So we will prepare this straight chain. Now from where we will start numbering. If we start numbering from here 1 2 3, then first substituent will get third number, and if we move from here, then first substituent will get second number. It means we will move from here, start numbering 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. 7 carbon are present. It means that parental compound is heptane. Now 2 types of substituents are present, methyl, methyl, methyl. First type of substituent, and second is 1 2 3 carbon. 3 carbon means propyl. Now we will write the name of that compound or that substituent first, which in alphabetical order comes first, like methyl, in this example methyl, and propyl. If we write propyl, now M of the methyl, M comes first, so we will write methyl first, and 3 methyl are present. Again we will use prefix tri. Then we will write the number of all 3 methyls 2 separated by commas, 3 2 3 and then 5, again separated by comma, 5 tri. 3 methyls are present, so tri methyl. Now next we have to write the number of another substituent, and that is propyl, and it is present on 4 carbon. Then we will write its position 4, and then propyl, and 7 carbon are present in the parental compound. So at the end we will write heptane. And again it is an alkane. Okay, 2 3 5 trimethyl, 4 propyl heptane. Now next, when the branching occurs at an equal distance from either end of the longest chain, that the name that gives the lower number at the first point of difference will be selected. And what does it mean? It means, now look at this example. If we move from here, this path and these paths are same. If we start numbering from here 1 2, first substituent will get second number, and if we move from here, then again first substituent will get second number. Now what about this? If we move from here and if we move from here, if 2 substituents are present, then if the third substituent is not present, then we can move from either way. But there is third substituent. Now look at this end, this is same and this is same. If we look at the second point of difference, no, first point of difference is same, there is no difference. Okay, then second point, we will move to the second point of difference, and the second point of difference is, if you move from here, then this substituent will get second number 1 2, and if you move from here, then this substituent will get first number. It means we should move from this way. Okay, start numbering 1, first carbon, second, third, fourth, fifth and sixth. 6 carbon are present, it means the parental compound is hexane. Okay, substituents are same. Again we will repeat their number and write the prefix tri. Second, 2 separated by comma, 3 separated by comma, 5 hyphen tri, because 3 methyl are present, trimethyl, and the name of parental compound is hexane. We will write it at the end. Okay, now these are the names.